Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Just give me a second while we ping the Discord and Twitter, and then we'll have a little catch up, shall we? Okay, welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. Karina, first in. Welcome, Karina. Doggo, Nicola, Jay Rayner, Claire, and Karina again. Welcome, guys. How's everyone's week? Ernesto, welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, everyone's having a wonderful week. Ready for a little bit of chill time in Noveria. Not that much to do. Probably won't be live for as long tonight because there's not that much that needs doing, but we've got a few little bits and pieces we can dive into. How busy is this transport hub as well? Yes, please. From last week. We'll sit and watch this while we wait for some folks to arrive on 3 speed. Hey Bart, Stuart, Bricks and Cities, Jonathan, Emil, Bob, welcome guys. How was all your weeks? Everyone well? Yeah, enjoyed this build. Really nice. You guys enjoyed it as well. Lots of love and support on the little tourist peninsula thing, whatever you want to call it. Welcome, Lance. Welcome to stream, buddy. Okay, let's come back to our early morning and turn our time of day off. So the first thing I want to work on is a little bit of awkward space that has developed next to the bridge interchange. It's kind of sandwiched between the rail, so we're definitely going to lean into some industrial vibes here, very much how we did with this little industrial service point over by the Law District. So we'll do something with that. This is what we'll start. Let me speed my drink out the way. There we go. Okay, Jay Rayner with a 35 ZAR super chat. Got to send the love. Thank you so much, Rayner. That's really generous. Love received. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's remove what's here at the minute. There's a load of kind of service assets just been dumped in and around. So let's have a little look at what we want to do with this area. Did I check everything works fine beforehand? Yes, Noveria is alright. It's fine. It was the 81 tile mod that was... We just killed the power connection. You okay? There we go. A little bit scary. Yeah, it was the 81 tile mod that was conflicting. That's what was causing the crash last week. Okay, so why don't we start coming out with some industrial road? And then start to possibly line up a few industrial assets as to what we can place here. So the bulk of it's going to be garbage processing, so a waste transfer facility is a good shout. Waste processing complex, whilst we only have one in the city at the minute, I think this is probably 2 industrial to include in the downtown. It's very harsh, isn't it? I think we're better off with maybe just a transfer facility. Maybe place this a little bit further out, perhaps over there somewhere. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe not the transfer facility. Possible warehouse designs as well, of course. Let's not forget our warehouses. Maybe a medium. How big is the large? The large is a chungus, isn't it? It is a fair old size. Do we want this? It would be nice to have this against this main road. We'll see. Let's dive into the build of asset orientation, shall we? Let's see what we think. So let's maybe leave a 2-tile gap between, right? And we'll come off road length as well. And perhaps we can squeeze in a large warehouse over here. Yeah, we can if we remove this one here. Don't worry about the Green Cities housing. We'll probably tidy a little bit of this up. But I think I can get on board with that. I think I can. In New York, there's factories with red and white chimneys right next to Manhattan. That's true. Yeah. New York's got some very like strong coastal industrial vibes, hasn't it? Okay, might be a little bit too big. I think it's probably a little bit too big, actually. Maybe let's go down a size. Let's go and try medium. And then see what we think of that. So we'll snap to road guideline for medium. So we remain somewhat parallel with this 6-lane, even though it is curved. And then perhaps a medium here. So we'll want it orientated the opposite way. A bit something like that. Mehmet Alibariskan with a 50 try super chat. Waste processing facility causes land pollution. It does, Mehmet, it does, but we'll leave it far enough away from residential, so it's not an issue. Appreciate the super chat, buddy. Thank you very much. You are here every week. Okay, so we might as well just let this store up some zoned goods for commercial, because it's right next to a huge commercial pocket here, so that'll be fine. And then, waste transfer facility. Let's see where we can squeeze this in. Again, orientation is going to be important here. Perhaps facing out onto the quay. Let's bring this road network back down. Okay. Hey everyone that's just joined. Marco, Nicole, Rudy, Eon, Spruce. Welcome to stream, guys. Okay, so waste transfer facility here. What's its... Actually, let's replace that. So its pollution and noise ring isn't going to affect the Green Cities residentials for now anyway. We'll see how that goes on. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let's come out here. A little bit of freeform as we come into the corner. Then how about we come down this side and down to here. Okay, so I don't think we're missing any other... There is this beast as well, isn't there? That I never use, the waste disposal unit. It's a bit of an awkward chungus to fit anywhere. Definitely not here though. Too big. Okay. And what else did we use over here? Road maintenance. Oh, we used a snow dump as well, didn't we? A small warehouse snow dump and a road maintenance depot. Okay. Maybe a snow dump then. Space is probably a little bit awkward for a snow dump, but we'll find out. Yeah, it is. I don't really want it over here. Yeah, that's fine then. Let's bring this in. Let's start boxing the whole thing off with lots of oil industry fence. I actually might go for some ore. Let's try some ore industry. And for those that watched the first person video on the bus tour that went out this week, there's a really nice first person perspective down this road during the sunrise, which I'm hoping that this build won't affect too much. We'll see. Okay, so let's just bring them all in. So let's come back onto that sunrise view and we'll see if it's ruined it. So it's just about here as the day begins to dawn. Let's find someone driving this direction. Where are you going? You're going to the police academy. Okay, that's fine then. Let's follow you. Yeah, so I think we can get away with... No, don't turn right. You need to go straight on. Cool, there we go. Okay, let's follow the Jeep. Let's see where Rosemary Peters is going. Yeah, so it doesn't shatter the view, right? Just a tiny little bit of industrial services, to say the least, alongside a lot of this very dramatic road infrastructure that's developed around this part of the town now. So she's going to get on the highway over here. Okay, happy with that. That's fine. It's not ruining the look too much. Okay. What else do we have to maybe work with? I think that's probably about it, isn't it? Don't want a recycling centre over here. Or do we? A recycling centre would fit. Maybe as a partner with the waste transfer facility. We'll see. It's always a challenge to integrate industry into what is a very kind of modern vibe that's developed over here by the waterfront. So we'll see what we can do to integrate it in a little more organically. We got 58 people here. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you for all the support. Hope you're all well. Let's get some rocks in first of all. Perhaps a little bit of this exposed bedrock maybe. Up and against the side. Happy to have some overgrowth tufting through the fence as well today. Let's bring some larger rocks in perhaps. And then a load, an absolute ton of overgrowth. And I do want a little bit to just kind of peek through the fence here if possible. Hey Sunken Ship, welcome to the stream. Did you manage to get all your groceries done? I'm guessing so if you made the stream. Thank you for the support on the channel this week as well, guys. You blew up the city-state video. That did really well, so thank you for that. Hope you enjoyed it. We might stream it next week. Kind of start a city and move through some of the different processes. It is a fun game. I've been playing a little bit more off camera, and it is good. It takes a little while to get used to with the way that the terrain works, but it's fun. It is good. Okay. So next door to this, we again have another wide open piece of premium waterfront real estate in the downtown that's ready to be developed, right? And I'm thinking probably a unique building here. We might as well finish this while we're over this side. So possibilities, we have trams in the area. I'm thinking of maybe reworking this tram system. Or maybe bring it down into here first and then across the waterfront and then back up. That'd probably make more sense from the public transport point of view as well. Okay, so let's have a look at some uniques maybe. There is the hypermarket. That could do well. Government offices. Amsterdam Palace. I would like something that ties into the shopping centre vibe if possible. Again, thoughts and feelings and suggestions for unique buildings to occupy this part of the downtown in the live chat, guys. Do feel free to get involved. Hello, the red crap was up the weekend. Yeah, it was terrible, wasn't it, Ian? Have you been listening to ELFL as well? Yeah, he's good, isn't he? The kind of 1980s synth pop vibes. Yeah, he's a good producer. Okay. Shopping centre. Yeah, a shopping centre would work here, actually. It would. It works nicely as well with how the little pillars out the front ties in with the aesthetic of the modern city centre commercial. Okay, let's run with the waterfront then, or the shopping centre. I think I'm on board with that. There's this one as well, the department store, which Vanilla Thomas has just shouted out. It's a little more European looking, this one, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Maybe save that for the Euro build over on this side of the river. We'll see. Okay, let's perhaps bring out some car parking to fit the front of the shopping centre here, because we definitely want some car parks out of a huge commercial asset like this. So let's bring out perhaps a measurement of 12. Okay. And if we're going to come down here, we are, yeah, it's too deep, or too shallow rather. So we could generate some car parks in this pattern. And the repeatable pattern here would be 480, which can be done. To perhaps bring it down here as well. Okay, make a little square between the uniques and extend the tram there. That would be a good idea, EMB. That would be nice. Do they centralize together? Do they even work together facing the waterfront? That's the thing we need to decipher first. Okay. Just bear with me. We're testing here, right? Everyone's having a nice time. Let's bring those tram lines down. It's probably going to maintain its one-way system here, isn't it? Or does it need to? No, it doesn't. Not if it's coming down this road now. So let's bring it down this way. Let's go for tram track. Okay. Bring that into there. That's perfect. That wasn't planned. That just aligns wonderfully. Very nice. Okay, and then we'll do this as tram road. And do I need to redraw? Yeah, I think I do. I think I just want to slightly rework the way this 6-lane moves around because it's not quite straight and it is going to irritate me. Let's bring it out straight by 20. Just so we have this parallel design up and alongside the new build, and then we'll straighten a little bit of this out as well. Let's come back into that 6-lane and bring this straight the way down as well. And then connection here, and then this can just be 4-lane. Seriously? You won't go in as 4-lane? Because the monorail's breaking it now. 1 second, guys. We will have the road network arranged in a minute. There we go. Okay, so then the tram will come down onto the waterfront arterial now, which is nice. And then we'll upgrade all this into tram road down the waterfront because it meets up here. That's fine. So I'm going to flow around this way, which we need to remove the one-way system here. That's fine. It flows up and through and then back and across the bridge, and then we can delete all of this and just put it back into what it was, which is fancy tree roads. Wonderful. And then, yeah, that's fine. Everyone else is happy. Wonderful. Okay, so let's get the trams back in action now. So you will stop here and here. And you're stopping by the waterfront, by the metro. You should there as well. This is flowing in a really strange way. Hold on, we're going to redraw this in. This isn't quite right. Let's delete this line. Yep. Okay. So we'll start from here. We'll stop by all this residential and school designs here. Then we're going to bring it down to the waterfront. Stop outside the metro, that'll be nice. And again, on the main street. And that should be good. We can mirror our way back through now. Okay. Where does the monorail lead to? This is the ring monorail that takes you into the stadium, which we do need to redraw in with the slightly new amended road shape. There we go. Very nice. And then we'll run a second tram loop around this one as well, which we can bring maybe around the base of the clock tower. Because the transport hub's getting a little bit cramped at the minute, so I don't want to have to rework too much stuff over there. Okay, so this can all be downgraded into regular arterial road now, which is what we want. Okay. So we'll wait for a tram to move through, see what we think of that aesthetic. I know I've said this twice, Egg, but it would be nice if you could maybe consider continuing the How to Start Your City for 2021. I bet a lot of people would like it. It's kind of weird with my tutorial stuff. So at the start of the year, we always put out a new city start template, which people can follow. And then we usually just extend it in live streams, but I don't know. I feel like if you kind of want to know how to start a city and follow it my way, then you would either watch like Palaven or the Build Guide or Noveria and then see it all the way through, rather than just doing a city dedicated for tutorials. I don't know. I mean, if you guys want more tutorial city content, we can do it, but it has to be the majority that want it. Okay, let's bring a connection here. So I think I am happy with the inclusion of these two together. Needs work. Let's get the car parks in, first of all. Let's come into our plot the growables. And we've got 84 people here. Welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you've all had a wonderful week. Pathway opportunities as well, perhaps? How to start City State 2021, yeah. Yeah, I'll do some City State tutorial content. But I know City Planner's doing a really good tutorial series at the minute with no DLC. I think it's called like Tutorial or something, isn't it? So if you're looking for some very basic beginner tutorial content, away from my stuff, City Planner's doing one at the minute. Okay. Still waiting on my trams. I'm guessing they're just taking a while to get through from the depot, right? Yeah, here they all are. They're all backing up here. Okay, let's recolor them. Let's go for perhaps a nice little lime green. There we go. So I'll start seeing some trams move through here now. And we definitely have some tone texture action happening here between the assets. So let's see what we can do about that. Bushes are probably out of the question because they look like crap on snow. And they do absolutely nothing to change that aesthetic. So not bushes. Okay. And then why don't we go with some farm fence instead, maybe? Maybe we can use this as a little border between the tram track and the uniques. Okay. All right. Let's convert the clock roads into tram, and then we'll bring in another alternative tram system to run around the opposite way because we're not working with a one-way system anymore. So yeah, all this way. Cool. And then let's grab another tram line. And we will stop this directly outside the station. And then it can just run alternate to the current stops. And we'll change this to a nice blue so it kind of pops away from that purple. Or that green tram line anyway. Let's go and catch them as they come out of the depot. There we go. And then give you a nice little blue colour. Cool, little baby blue. Nice. Cool, okay. What about pink trees? They're all white. Everything's white, mate. Everything is white. There is no colour in these maps. None at all. Okay, don't like the pathways out the front now. Decided that. Don't mind them down the side, but not alongside the front. We want to maybe give this some more purposeful, thought-out decoration as we're kind of in front of two larger shopping centres. Perhaps some very basic flower gardens if we like. Nice way to position two more important looking unit buildings Oh, we are getting a death wave. Hello, dead people. Oh, it's because I've removed a ton of crematoriums, isn't it? I didn't put them back. Oops. That's not good. Just go here for right now. We might do that tonight as well. A dedicated downtown cemetery build somewhere. These need to be collected. Okay. So I'm not adverse to the inclusion of some more modern content creator city stuff. Whatever it's called. Let's go into the one-way system again. Angle. So the depth of these squares are what? 500? And we can replicate another one. In that case, then let's do that. Let's grab high density commercial and then MC. And we'll see if we can play with maybe a couple of different patterns today. How about some of these ones? I don't very rarely use these. They're quite nice actually. They just don't really work in a block or in a corner. Unsure. Let me come off the nighttime view here. I actually can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Nicole V with a 10 Canadian dollar super sticker. And it's a fox squeezing a heart. Thank you so much, Nicole. That's really generous. I appreciate your support. And a heart squeeze back to you as well. Okay. Okay. Oh, they do fit. But we'll have a gap down the middle. Oh, that's so annoying. Why have I found an asset that I like and it doesn't fit where I want it to go? We can do pathways in between, right? Really shatters the pattern though. Really breaks it. It kind of looked like there were some alternate orientation assets next to him and find it. These ones are just... Oh, these ones are quite nice. What size are these? 3x3 is that? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay. How about some of these big chungus corner ones? It's the 4x4s we want, really. From the MC pack. Kind of these ones over here. Is there no 2x4 for the square down the middle? It's a good shout, mate. There could be, actually, to be fair. I didn't really check. There is some one deep ones, isn't there? Some like real skinny numbers. I know there is. We used them before. Like these ones. It's not too bad. It helps. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but we can use them. Mehmet Alibariskan with a 50 try super sticker, and it's the fox clapping and saying bravo. Thank you so much, Mehmet. Really appreciate that, dude. Very generous of you. Bravo to you as well. Yeah, we can fill them out. And then there's some 2 deep ones available here. Did we have some of those? Yeah, here instead. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. The bird's eye view is a bit of an eyesore, but if you're looking at it from street level, it's alright. I don't hate it. I think we can get away with it. I think we can get away with it. I think we will. Okay, let's bring in some path network then. There's a nice opportunity to bring some between the modern city centre and the department store, so we'll do that. Let's come off the grid and the road length now we have it in. Okay. And then I think probably park fence is the most appropriate, isn't it? I don't think I can get away with the wood. Not tonight anyway. Just bring these park fences down, then we'll repeat this fence design that kind of comes behind the two assets in a number of places, just to help flesh out that texture that appears between them. Let's come off the angle snap as well, and then bring it down here. Okay. Not bad, not bad. We'll definitely want to continue the ring pattern down here now as well, which is just pathways and monorails, but the monorails stop here, so that's going to change the pattern anyway, so that's fine. Let's come out onto just the angle and the road guideline as well. Up until about there. Got 108 people here. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you all for showing up. And then we'll come into a little bit of freeform action into the crossroads here. Okay, and then I want, please align. Oh, you don't. Why? Come on. Can I get away with that? No, I'm gonna have to redraw it. It has to align with the stairs. Otherwise, I will be forever angered. Oh, this won't connect to now either, will it? Okay. Right, I'm gonna have to align this because it'll do my nutting otherwise. Yeah, you are too close to the key. How are we connecting in down here? It's not too close for you here, is it? Why are you why are you giving me grief? Is it because the keys? Oh yeah, the key is curving, isn't it? Okay, that's fine then. Ignore that. Yeah, all right. Yeah, moot point. Doesn't matter. The key is changing shape here anyway. Hey Victor, welcome to the stream. You love the Vineyard modular build? Thank you. It was interesting start to pull off, isn't it? It's nice to do something a little bit different with the industry assets. I think if we can do a vineyard with the farm stuff, I wonder what other kind of styles we can pull off with like oil and ore, away from like a traditional oil field or an ore pit. So might explore a few more industrial modular builds. Okay, I think I'm happy with this now. I'm not terraforming it to get the key to align. That's way too much work for what it is. Just pretend it's not there. Okay, and then good job guessing the distance between these conifers again. I think it was about 25, I'm going to guess. Let's turn off auto default. Yeah, it's about that, isn't it? It'll do. Okay. And then bring them round. And then we'll just let them trail off down there for the minute. Let's sort out the traffic light situation in the area too, of course. There's been lots of new junctions added in today. No, go clear. Clear. And then we'll put some stop signs along these roads. Take the traffic light off the start of the ring. Okay. Well, I think that's okay, isn't it? I don't think I'm hating it. Everything's very yellow. Let's try and move the time of day forward a little bit. Can't get away with wood, not tonight anyway. Patient lumber thief. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. The patient lumber thief. Perhaps some invasive palamon pines out the front of here. Okay. It's getting there. It's on its way now, isn't it? What we're looking like for bringing another pathway down the side of the building, which we can do. to make sure traffic's fine in the area. The addition of 2 new uniques will draw a lot of people, but with all the public transport around, we should be okay. Yeah, everyone seems happy enough anyway. If I copied your snowbuild idea. Snowbuild wasn't my idea. It's just part of the Snowfall DLC, isn't it? Anyone can play it. I don't own Snowfall DLC. Technically, if you want to use that logic, then technically I copied Target because he did a snow map before me. Get some more kind of open garden space around here. Could put a little smaller trees too, maybe. It was so nice building that modular build over the weekend. Being back in a green city, I was like, oh, what a beautiful sight. What a beautiful sight. Okay. These rock gardens are certainly helping, even though there's no rocks in them. It is all just trees, so we'll maybe bring in a couple of little rocks here and there. Maybe get them symmetrical with the Palavan pines. Biff has started saying spice, has he? I've not heard him say spice. I'll have to give it a listen when we finish up. Okay. So sound. No, these might die. They are a bit too close, but yeah, definitely none here. Do something similar again here as well with some more pathways feeding people through. There isn't that much else you can really do with the awkward space when the angles of the road start to shift. Maybe bring one up against the car parks too. Should help our cause a little bit more. On his latest upload, I think he used it, but he mentions you though. Oh, he does. Oh, I haven't seen. I don't get to watch that much YouTube these days. Kind of the content creators that I do watch, it's usually just kind of like background noise on a live stream of someone's when I'm either like planning or working. But yeah, I'll go and check it out. Was it in his Snow City or his modded one? I'll go and watch it when we finish. Okay. Okay. When we get there, I'd love to see some monuments become part of the Skyline. The medical centre is a great one. I pitched the medical centre in Palavan and I was absolutely crucified for it. We don't get them to 90k, do we? No. Yeah, I I put them in Palavan. I was like, okay, like just bear with me, guys. Let's discuss together the inclusion of the medical centre. And everyone was like, no, it's absolutely crucified. So I've not mentioned them again because of that. But yeah, I agree. Especially the medical centre one is a really nice addition to a skyline. It's very unique. Hence why it's probably a monument. Okay, we definitely want some pathways to replace the walkability around here now that tram line's been taken out. So let's factor that in as well. Just an our freeform tool with some part path, nothing overly dramatic or detailed here, just really simple stuff. Okay. And then we probably want one here as well, actually, don't we? Now we're kind of seeing the road network from afar. Okay. There's a nice little 4x4 spot here. How are these guys doing for services? Yeah, there's police over there. There's fire as well. Okay, I think we're alright for most things, aren't we? Let's maybe introduce a few taxi stands into the area. These always work nicely down here. Okay, let's rework this tree design then. Let's place in 2 taxi stands, and then we'll go for that single Paladin pine in the middle. Yes, please. And then let's break a little bit of the fencing, and then run perhaps a little trio of taxi stands right out the front. Okay. Let's look at it from afar now. I think it fits into that commercial waterfront, doesn't it? Not the worst thing ever, I don't think. Not bad for 40 minutes work anyway. Alright. Some space here that wants developing. A bit of an awkward space to work with. If we had some industrial demand, we'd probably fill this with some kind of like IT cluster stuff, but we have no industrial demand, so can't do that at the minute. We'll just leave it empty. The Sims actually use the taxis. I've got quite a few in my city, and you need to use them near nightlife. They only really give I was about to swear. Need to stop. They only really care if they're placed near nightlife. Otherwise, they don't really use them. I've found in my experience anyway. I'm going to have to reflood the train line. Is this going to be disastrous? Probably is. I want to bring the keys further down. I accidentally deleted them. It's bad. Oh, Lauren with a $20 super sticker, and it is the lemon catching the lime for a cute little hug. Thank you so much, Lauren. That's really generous. And a lemon and lime hug back to you as well. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's dump some water. And then just let it flow a little bit. You go into flow, please. There we go. Thank you. Right. And then let's come on to that angle snap. Oh, this is going to be bad. I don't want this to ruin all the trains. Let me terraform first. Let's try and bring it as best in line as we can, and then this one should all be good as well. Okay, let's come for this one. Wait for that water to pop. There it is. And then this side too. Straight the way down there. Wonderful. Okay, that'll be fine. Let's delete the water pump now, and then stick a pump in there. Cool. Nice. How do you block the sound? It becomes a problem. Usually trees. Depends how intense the sound is and what it's coming from. I think the water's just going to go away on its own, right? I think we're okay. Nice. Yeah, so I've not been happy with this little strip of land that's kind of developed. It's been kind of filled with schools and parks, as and when we've needed schools and parks. Even though I just realised there's 2 schools right next to each other here. That's bad. Okay. So I think we'll try out a few different things here as to what we want to fill this space with. So we'll maybe divide it up into a couple of different sections. Let's just use normal roads. Let's maybe take it a little shallower than that, maybe up to 240. Just run it parallel all the way down. So I'm thinking either we'll just let this grow as organic zoned residential, or we'll turn it into kind of one huge green belt that flows right through the middle of the city, and then maybe feed it down, kind of rework the infrastructure over here and allow it to walk into the stadium. So we'll kind of work with a few ideas here today as to what's gonna actually develop here. Let's bring this connection in too. Let's get one down there as well. Okay. So we'll see what organic high density residential looks like. Let's pop our game on 3 speed for probably the first time in the series. Let's come off our road length as well while we look at bringing some folks into this walkable quay. And then one more time. Over here as well. Okay. So there's possibilities here of using repeated patterns. Art Deco is always a nice one. I feel like I want to rework this metro maybe a little bit. That slope's a little dodgy, isn't it? A little too intense, that one. So I feel like this would be not a particularly desirable area to live. I don't think. Right next to train tracks here. A lot of metro infrastructure passing around. Can't imagine this would be nice to live right, so we want the assets and the housing to reflect that. Noverian downtown slums. This could be the first slum. At least for a little bit. Should move everyone. We're working with even numbers as well, so easy enough to get in the slums. It's these ones, isn't it? We maybe start to look at some repeated slum spice with plot the growables. At least up until the metro. Okay. Very nice. Java start with a 10 Canadian dollar super chat. Happy Sunday to all. Happy Sunday to you, Java. Welcome to the stream, mate. How are you? Thank you for the support, mate. And welcome, Mags, as well. So there is some more slum assets here as also. We can maybe start moving up in a couple of different layers of height as we head towards the downtown. And some tenements here as well. Let me get 2 of these in as we start coming down here. Start to accent with some pathway between. Snapping into that grid. Got 124 people here, guys. Welcome to the stream. Do appreciate the support. Okay. Couple of paths to break up the blocks with slums. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The slum row is too long. It needs a break in it. So if we go for, let's take this one away. We go for either side. Okay, so let's use this one as the break point then. Well, that only leaves us with 2, doesn't it? Okay, let's go for bringing that one back in then. And then what fence is going to be here? Probably oil industry in the inner city. Something sharp and spiky. Or something dilapidated and awful, like nature reserve. I like the way they almost create their own little back alleys as well when you back these assets onto each other. And you get all these kind of like painted textures between them. Nice aesthetic. Okay. So then if we're maybe moving up in the slum vibe over here, then let's start looking at some taller assets that do fit that. One of these? No, we used them already. Yeah, maybe some of the tower blocks over here now. A couple of these maybe on the corners as we start moving up. There is a 1x1 slum. Yeah, there is as well. Greg Rush with a $5 super chat. Rename one of the downtown IT cluster buildings. Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe Financial Services. Okay. We can do that. Give you the tallest one. Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe, is it? Financial Services. Oh no, you can't have services. It's too long. There you go. Which one was it named? There you go. Thanks for the super chat, Greg. Really appreciate it, mate. Spiky was good, just missing a pair of tied together shoes flung over them. Yes, yes. Yes, DM. And then immediately Toby Penner with a $5 super sticker. And it's the fox in a robe giving me a thumbs up saying good job. Thank you so much, Toby. Lots of Canadians in the stream tonight. Shout out to the Canadians. You guys are everywhere. Do appreciate the support. Let's bring the heated pipes back through here as well. Okay. Yeah, so there's 1x1 slum assets. They're right at the start, aren't they? Yeah, these ones. Yeah, there's possibilities to squeeze them in and around if we want. Also along here as well, but I don't know how I feel about assets facing onto the walkable quay. That's a little bit minging. Not quite sure. Probably not. Yeah, definitely some oil fence over here as well. Mark Lunn with a $6.99 Canadian dollar super sticker. And it's a pair in quite a sultry pose asking how's it going. It's going alright, Mark. Thank you so much for the super chat, mate. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm doing well. Hope you are too, buddy. Okay. Little bits of where we go through here as well. Tiny bits. Canada will look like Noveria in a few months. Or is that when all your snowman covens come out? In like December? Yeah, okay. I'm liking this vibe a lot more now. Let's come on with some more of these high density assets. These ones are nice. 4x3 tenements. Okay, maybe some of these. Nope, keep moving up in size. And then there's a 4x4 high rise, which is way too nice looking for this. How about some scruffy looking corner shops? Very much thinking Coin Laundry down here. If I can find it. It's near the bottom, isn't it? It's somewhere. But yeah, kind of these like grotty looking commercial assets. Maybe a few of these. I think I've missed Coin Laundry, haven't I? Is that it? No, it's not. Maybe some props out here. Perhaps. Let's go for maybe a burnt out car by the quay with... Or should we just make a coven? Should we make like a dirt coven? Like the ones that kind of hang out by the shops under the bridge. So maybe these are like, this can be the snowman coven that thinks it's like full-time gangster because it lives on like, they're like plastic gangsters, you know? So like the guys on the interior of the city over here. So these are like the proper gangsters, right? And then these ones out here, like, oh yeah, like, you know, we're from downtown Noveria, we're tough dudes, but it's like, yeah, but you're not from proper downtown Noveria though, are you? You're from the slums. You're not a proper gangster. Yeah. Put way too much thought into that, but let's build some plastic gangsters over here. Okay. Let's get some more of those props again. Subhajit Data with a 100 rupee super chat. Thank you so much, Subhajit. Really appreciate that, mate. Probably massively butchering your name. I'm really sorry, but thanks for the super chat, buddy. It's very generous. Where have all my horrible props gone? This isn't what we were looking at a minute ago. Okay, let's go for a car then. Oh yeah, because I searched, didn't I? Idiot. A little shopping cart, maybe. A shopping cart shelter, perhaps. Next to the store. With a couple of shopping carts inside, that makes sense, right? Got another super chat. Bradley Stanton with a $4.49 Australian dollar super chat, and it's the pair giving me a fist bump. Thanks so much, Bradley. Really appreciate that, mate. Very generous. And welcome to the community as well, mate. It's been nice to see a new face around in the Discord. I hope you're enjoying yourself. A few of these under here, and then we'll give it a little bit of offense as well, just to back off the back it off from the rest of the city. Okay. Few bushes too. Touch of fence. Might be a little bit too short. No, we're okay. Let's go for orange tree fence. Okay. So we can get away with rounding out the street like that, I think. Some people using the walkable keys now too, which is exactly what we want to happen. Over and around here. New 5B1C episode. City Planner has the save now, I think, doesn't he? I mean, I should know. I don't know why I'm asking you guys. Yeah, I think City Planner's got the save. So it'll be out on Tuesday. Okay, so again here, I think this is just screaming out for a park asset, and one that doesn't centralize, of course. Annoying. Why don't we go for a dog park and maybe a little carousel? And then we'll just allow some natural looking green belt to develop around the side. Let's come around the back too, and then down this side again. And then it's the small little green tufty trees that are appearing in this one, so we can just expand the look of the assets themselves, like so. Splash of nature reserve fencing alongside each of the pathways, and this should help us fill out the square quite nicely. Okay. Not bad. This is what this area needed now. It wants a fine-tooth comb going over it with some path spice. Next stop is snowman graffiti tags in the neighborhoods. Yeah, it will be, won't it? It will be. I'll see if I can get Blue Thunder to make me up some graffiti assets. Okay. So now the bit of land left between the quay and the road is irritating me. And I don't know why. Don't put carousel, ruins the gang vibes. Are the gangsters near you not into rotating ponies? They are here. Can't get enough. Okay, maybe one of the snow assets then. Maybe skating rink. Okay. Feels like tragic bush time now. Possibly, yeah. Possibly tragic bush time. Let's come on with our prop line tool and knock down by a few meters. Gangsters need to chill out too. No, bring back. Look at that. The carousel people are out in force. Fuming that the carousel has been deleted. Yeah, let's come back into the grid. Yeah, I think I did prefer the carousel, to be fair. Let's bring back the carousel. There we go. Okay, so now the cycle network is irritating me. because it's in a very awkward position. But it's nice though. I think it just wants decoration, doesn't it? Probably a repeated tree pattern to run parallel. With lots of pathways, and how much zoning opportunity do we have? There is a nice strip. Let's just zone up some organic one deep high density residential. See if we can discover maybe a new spice palette together while we work on some kind of decoration. Opportunities on this side. 118 people in the stream. Welcome guys. Hope you had a good week. Enjoying a little bit of Noveria. I think for Tuesday's episode we're going to move away from the downtown now. It's not finished, but we've just been here for like 7 episodes or something. I want a break from it. So probably move back rural. Maybe start working on Somewhere, the town at the foot of the dam. Maybe do this next episode. Okay. So I think already, yeah, it's going to force itself into natural one deep slum spice, isn't it? Is this the only 1x1 asset at level 1? It must be. There's no way it's all coming like that. How busy the cycle network is. Yes, please, everyone. Yes, please, look at that. That's what we want, right? You can actually cycle from the downtown all the way over to Noveria now. The cycle network extends through the entire map. It's very nice. A lot more integrated than Parliament's ever was. Oh, there's a 1x2 there, but these are a 1x1. Oh no, there is a different one. There we go. There is a different one. What are you? Kind of awful looking, to be fair. No. Not at all. Don't like that. Let's just focus on developing it into Greenbelt. Do we want to bring another cycle connection down? They do have one here. No, they don't really need it. Okay, I don't know. I did like maybe a few of them. Incredibly indecisive. Let's maybe place them with growables instead. Maybe kind of one on the corners, and then if we grab a 2x2 one in here, might make it a little more palatable. Let's redraw the trees in as well. I just kind of want it to the cycle network to pass through. One of these. It's not the right orientation for what I want. There is one there. That tall one reminded me of an old Korean apartment building. What, the 1x1? Quite like the tall one. It's like in most cities in the global south in which people incrementally add floors to their houses depending on how long they live there and make a career. Really? That's interesting, but see a lot in South America and India. Did not know. Okay, I think I know what I want here. We're going to include the occasional tower block and the occasional slum. And then we're going to allow the green belt to form around the back in a couple of different places. Can we come straight across here? But we can come down, that's fine as well. And then let's come into the grid. Yeah, just want to come straight through. Not deleting the cycle network though, that wouldn't be fun. Go off the grid. There we go. Okay. Start bringing some fence into the area. So maybe it was once a fairly desirable place to be, but since gone to the dogs a little bit. Nice. I'm actually interested in East Asian vanilla density build. That would be a real challenge to build. I think particularly Far East Asian would be a very difficult style to pull off vanilla. Maybe over towards the Middle East it might be a little bit easier, like India, Pakistan. But it's just such different architecture, so to get the look and the vibe, I think you have to play with mods to get that kind of design, don't you? For certain countries. Tried to do a Chinatown build in an old city of mine, it was tough. Yeah, I've had people ask me to do kind of like Chinatown districts in my cities as well, and without extreme heavy mods and a load of assets, they are quite hard to pull off. I think the game definitely, well, at least the base game lends itself to vanilla. Lends itself to European and American style of buildings better than anywhere else in the world, I think. I think once we finish the desert city, we're going to maybe look at an Australian build at somewhere probably based on the Gold Coast, something a little bit tropical. And again, I've done no research into that yet as to how many kind of mods and assets and design that series is going to take. So we'll see. We'll see one day. Don't like the bushes here. We are running with a repeated sugar maple pattern on this side, which is quite dense. So maybe let's see if we can bring this back in as well. Let's go for... Looks about 7 meters, is that? No, probably 10, is it? Looks like 10. Yeah. Bring it all the way down. Yeah, Australian build would work quite well using other assets, to be fair. Yeah, I think it would. I think you could get away with the Aussie build using their DLC and workshop assets. Okay, so this area is filling out now. Let's keep checking for more angles as well, of course, very important. We definitely want to continue these little rock garden designs that are popping up around the side here, maybe 2 more there. Okay, much more of that fencing again too. Yeah, we don't need another path connection. It's already coming down from that side. That's alright. There was a city featured on the official Cities channel a couple of months ago. And I think it was from one of the Japanese content creators, and he'd gone for like a full recreation of parts of like I think Tokyo, and it was insane. It didn't even look like Cities Skylines. It looked like an RPG set in Tokyo. Like it was that good. Like Jesus. Yeah, so need to get that vibe. Lots of assets. I don't think particularly mods, just a lot of assets are needed. Because there are a few, but not enough to make an entire city out of without using them over and over again. Okay, so how are these areas looking now? I think I'm much happier with this spice sample, right? We've got some layers of spice with the elevated arterial and the cycleway. Some slight slum vibes underneath all this very dense transport infrastructure. It's okay. How about a post office on the corner? Yeah, post office would work nicely here actually. That's a good shout. It might not have the room for it though because it's a bit of an awkward one. Do have a space for it over here. But yeah, we can get it in there. Okay. Let's bring some more pathways in again. Continue to develop the the natural green belt. Let's bring maybe a little freeform spice over here, okay? And then down this side too, with no angle snap. Okay. I'm definitely happy with it. Every time I've loaded into this city, I've just looked at it and thought, it's not right. This needs sorting out. I've got to sort the metro. This is, we're on a straight angle, so it shouldn't be that bad to get it to fit a little more appropriately. Just come down onto the lowest elevation point and then just snap to the angle. Yeah, okay, so we want to come maybe even a step further back. Yeah, let's go for that one. Let's create a much more gradual decline. So that's going to be the first sensible point. Let's do... Oh, if we go up another step, we get the support beams. Do the support beams work? It adds another layer of density, doesn't it? Are they support beams? I think they are. Don't know. I don't have an architecture degree. Sue me. I want a Palavan Season 2. Don't we all, Safcat? Don't we all? I want a Palavan Season 2 as well. But it's not happening. Yeah, I think we like the support beams, don't we? Is that just ruined it? Have I made it too steep again? Maybe a little, actually. Yeah, that's maybe a little bit too steep. Let's break that gradient again, just so it's slightly more gradual. Truss spice? Yeah, trusses is what they're called, right? Okay, can we keep this going so that it hides, also it becomes hidden by the skyscraper? Kind of. Okay. Oh, why has it done that? Why is it why is it separated into two? Oh, it's alright, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Still a little bit more detailing to be done over here. Let's continue to bring these green belts in and around the area. Make sure the city is okay, so not having any serious disasters. Everyone's okay. There's a little bit of death in the starting suburb and over in the stadium car parks as well, but it is being collected. We are okay. Okay. So there's probably what we like for zoning here. Yeah, there's probably opportunities to bring us some more residential. Yeah, that's nice. That works. Let's do that. And then some more part fence through the middle as well. I think once we have the green belt that's fully integrated into all this very mismatched residential designs, it should look a little nicer. Can we get through here? No, not with the bike path. That's okay though. That's fine. And then we'll do a larger one out here as well. Maybe another slum over here too. Let's try that. Okay, we've got 140 people here. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. I do want to start doing some more midweek streams again. So I'm thinking we're going to do a little bit of City State. Probably on... When am I working? This week. Palavan's on Tuesday. So do Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday afternoon do a little City State stream. Vent to give me a little bit of grief. There we go. Cool. Palaven is on Tuesday. Did I say Palaven? Noveria. Sorry. Someone's just asked for Palaven Season 2. And now I'm like, oh, Palaven. What a good city that was. I miss Palaven so much. No, Noveria is on Tuesday, sorry. Not Palaven. Although you guys were asking for some more first-person stuff, so we're going to go back into Palaven and do some first-person tours as well. I was confused. Yeah, sorry for the confusion. Sorry for that confusion. Oh, here's the train going over the new bridge now. Nice. Nice. Yeah, much happy with this area now. Much more of a better design, isn't it? Very happy. Okay. See what's carried on down here. So there's a real mismatch of schools. Can we delete one of these? You guys should be alright for education at this point, right? No, not really. We have placed it for a reason. Maybe just move it further down then. It's a bit... I don't like them being too close together. What's happening with you, Mr. Road Network? What are we doing here? Could potentially bring some road bridges across from this side of the downtown residential. We'll see. Okay, let's clear out a little bit of the forest. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Even Egg hasn't moved on from Palaven? No. Nope. I'll still load it up and play it every single night. Oh, that's irritating, but it's fine. We can live with that. Okay. Let's draw out some shapes for the time being, okay? We'll remove this one. And then just place it over here. And then what's this? This is a taxi depot. Okay, so we can probably switch this around. Let's maybe drop the taxis in there. And then there's probably some nice low density commercial slum vibes that would work in next to the taxi depot as well. Okay. Let's bring the school over a little bit. I need to take a drink actually. Let me pop you guys on a nighttime view with the new designs through the downtown. It's really starting to develop that density now, isn't it? It's getting there. Okay, I'm not even joking when I say I wish there was a billionaire like Bezos or someone would actually create Palaven in real life. I'd move there so fast. Well, Nicole knows Daddy Bezos, so maybe reach out to Nick in the Discord. She can probably put you in touch. Okay. So again, lots of nice partnership opportunities here with Park Life Assets. But we go for like a large playground. I think it's probably okay. Maybe develop some inner city playgrounds around the back of this as well. Okay, yeah, I'll send her an email on Tuesday. There you go, Nick's got you back, lad. Nick's got you. She'll sort it out. Okay, so let's go into the world of Park Life props. Nick's just waltzed into his office, yeah. There's an impression there, but I'm not doing it. I'm not walking into that trap. Maybe just a regular climbing frame. Maybe just a regular climbing frame. I would like some kind of high rise here though. What can be accommodated? We've got 4x4 opportunities. Something high risey. Probably 4x4. How does this look sat next to the truss bridge? The road hierarchy has completely collapsed over here. This was not good planning. But it's flowing alright, so we're okay. Although the road connection here doesn't really make sense. This wants to come all the way down. There's no reason for it to stop there. It's a little short. That was my initial impression, Mema. It's a little bit chode, isn't it? Maybe some office space instead. Maybe like one of these or one of those. All three. I think that works a little bit nice, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't mind that one. I think that's okay. Could you upgrade the raised arterial into American 6 lane? Does it still have the trusses? No, it has the trusses because it's American 4 lane. If you upgrade it into the American 6 lane, it loses its trusses, takes on the arches instead. Okay. We'll provide a road connection here as well. Oh, no, not like that. Can we just go straight across? Yes, we can. Over here. Not like that, though. That's awful. Maybe a little plaza out here. I think a little plazas may be in order. Perhaps a plaza with picnic tables. And then path crossing. Let's come off the road length. Okay. And then we'll tidy up the side of the canal around here now with... there's probably a nice bit of Green Cities commercial that would work quite nicely in there, actually. Yeah, specifically thinking of the public market. That's not going to be too bad. Okay. Actually, do we want to go commercial? Stick some residential in over here, maybe. Noise pollution shouldn't be too bad at this point, I don't think. Yeah, fine. No problem at all. Okay. Okay. We can probably bring the pathway down this side. No. Yeah, let's continue the pathway through. Just use it as an excuse to bring in that walkability under the American Truss. Which we hopefully can do. Yeah, there's a little bit of a glitch when you use these elevated roads from the content creator pack where they get their large pillars. When you use them on a curve like that. But you can't see it, not unless you're right down at the bottom. So that'll be okay. So yeah, there's a lot of like walkable path network that's following around the canal this side, isn't there? So let's see if we can extend this out a little. Come off the angle. Is there no sweet spot? Oh, come on. Oh, just give me anarchy back. It's just so annoying. My word. There we go. Okay, let's bring it down this side instead then. Alright, and then just there has to be something at the head here to plug this gap. Maybe a little little collection of rocks with a little conifer. All right. Cool. There has been some rather nasty residential assets been allowed to grow. These ones here. These are awful. But I don't think I mind them in the skyline. Might need to remove one or two. We'll see. It's worked on the strip of land nicely though. Much happier with this central kind of train spine that runs through the city now. It's been expanded out a little bit. One more thing I did want to have a look at tonight was this area over here. So I think what we're going to do is rework this highway to flow much wider around the edge of the downtown. And then we've probably got some opportunities here to come in with some repeated residential patterns to sit up and against this American 6-lane. Is that zonable? Yeah, it is. Okay. So if we're going to come into like big 4x4 patterns using high density res, again, it can't be too big because we're still building the skyline here. Oh no, that is too shallow. The pillar does stop it from being zoned. Okay, let's go for one deeper then. So I just want to place maybe a couple of different assets. What are we looking for here? 3x4. Just to see how they look sat against the... Oh, it's all European here though, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, that changes things then. Do we want to extend the European districts out here? This needs to go away as well. I didn't realise I hated those pointy residential assets until you said it. They're truly gross. They're awful, aren't they? They're hideous. There's a few more as well. It's all the level 5 ones. Level 5 high density residential is disgusting. That's one of them. The pointy one. This one's pretty horrible too. And then I think there's one more, is there? This one's not great. They just hideous. There's the 2x2 one as well. This one. Oh, actual gip. I hate when this spawns. This is the worst. It's like something that they forgot to develop for surviving Mars. It's just crap. Don't like it at all. Okay, I think maybe then we go European. At least to get that dual repeated design here. So is this high density commercial, is it? Ooh, high density res probably won't survive there, to be totally honest. But we'll try it anyway. We'll just see what grows in organically. Let's give ourselves a little basic European district and see what we can get in. So European. Would ideally like high density residential, but it probably will need a little bit of a buffer against that commercial. This is probably too close. Okay. Because the European vibes works really nicely against the elevated arterial. You know, you're going to take this as your European spice sample. There's also some really nice plaza vibes that have developed, or kind of like back car park vibes that have developed rather, around the back of the cathedral and all this commercial. Look at this. Little pathway going through as well. Yes, please. Yeah. I think we maintain European. So let's fill in another larger block of it and just see what we think. Because it has to end somewhere. It can't all be European. Not this stuff though, get rid of that. Maybe too many junctions developing now. Want to turn the traffic lights off here. Yeah, they don't seem to really care about the sound, which is nice. There are some dead people at the commercial, but the new residentials don't really care about that. That's okay. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a separate building its own, then isn't it? Maybe a continuation out here of the old quarter that sits in the downtown with the cathedral and stuff. We'll see. Have you ever used the old Market Street, the train station, the transport hub? This one? No, but I'll tell you what we are doing with it. We do know where we're going to use it. Centralized with the waterfront plazas here. We'll use it here and then develop a European side of the river on that bank. It centralizes perfectly with the metro, the statue, the pathways, like the ultimate centralization satisfaction here, right? Trees, paths, 2 transport assets, are unique, just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. My square, that is your square, Mehmet. That is your square. Okay, I think we're probably going to leave the stream there, guys. We don't really have that much else to do. And I'm probably going to tidy. I'll probably just wait for some industrial demand to come in here to fill this space. It's a little awkward. If not, it'll just get turned into green belt at some point, right? So we'll kind of see what happens. But otherwise, the downtown, at least a big chunk of the downtown is now pretty much done in Noveria. Just some more spaces to fill out here, like we did with our theme park last Sunday. You know, maybe get a zoo around one of these places as well. And then the downtown isn't that far away from done, but I think next episode on Tuesday, I am going to move away from the downtown entirely. I want to get back to my rural roots and start working on Somewheria, the rival town to Noveria. So we'll put it out here at the foot of the dam. Get some very nice rural vibes and look over. Oh, we can't see the skyline from here. Oh, yes, we can. Can we? Actually, what does the skyline look from here at night time? We never see it from this angle. We come out here. Looks so far away, doesn't it? Looks really far away. So yeah, definitely some rural vibes next week with the new town over by the dam. So let's find a place to say goodbye. We'll chuck someone a host tonight as well. Go see who's streaming. Where do we want to go? Maybe by the new metro designs that have been introduced here with that skyline in the background. All right. Okay, let's go find someone and chuck them a host. Let's see who's live. Okay, there's a few. Yeah, okay. Let's go throw a raid and a host over to Yamez, who is streaming Cities Skylines Episode 2. Looks like he's starting a new city. Going through a little bit of hello people in his chat, help feed his algorithm, show him some support, but otherwise I will leave it there. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for modding, guys. Lance, DM, and Mags, I think, have been here tonight. And for all the regulars, Thomas, the wonderful Nicole, Fiona, Sunken Ship, thank you for all the support, guys. Really appreciate it. I'll see you on Tuesday for a little bit of Noveria. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.